Chapter 12. Chris. The girls get out of the pool for lunch. Walking over to a chair, I sit down as Mark asks, "Boys, want a beer?" "Sure," me and Josh say together. "I thought you didn't drink," he asks, looking at me. "How have you never seen me drink?" I laugh, then add, "I never said I don't drink. I said I don't go to clubs." I laugh as Mark hands me a beer.
"So, what do you plan to do after college?"
Stacy asks, so I turn to her. "Same thing I'm doing now." I laugh. "I bet," Josh says with a laugh. Feeling someone sit on my lap, I turn my head to see Rachel. After a moment, she leans into me, putting her head on my chest, then bringing her legs up to rest on my other leg. I wrap my arms around her waist and kiss the top of her head. Looking around, everyone is looking at us, but no one is saying anything. I laugh and take another drink.
"Crystal said that Amanda's party is lame."
Liz laughs. I don't say anything because I don't care, really. I hate for my guests to have a bad time, but that girl annoys me.
"How old is she now?"
Jess asks.
18.
Rachel says.
"Where's her party?"
My sister asks.
"Preston Hotel."
Liz answers. "Why would she have her party there?" Mark asks.
"Because she says her boyfriend owns it."
Liz says sarcastically.
"Everyone has to know she is lying."
Rachel says, sounding annoyed.
"Crystal says a lot of people keep asking her where Mr. Preston is because she said he would be there."
Liz says, looking up from her phone.
"I'm sure Mr. Preston has better things to do than go to a stupid birthday party."
Rachel says, making both Jess and Josh spit their drinks out. I laugh as I tighten my hold on her because, yes, I have better things to do, like hold her. Mark, Stacy, and Liz look at Jessica and Josh as they try to catch their breath.
"Back to the pool,"
Stacy says, so Rachel gets up, handing me the towel. I drape it over my shoulders and follow Josh. Better things to do, like sweat your ass off and help build her a deck? Josh laughs.
She has no clue she just said that while sitting in said guy's lap.
Jess laughs. Good. I whisper back, making Josh laugh. About an hour goes by and I get a call from Jake. Looking at Josh, I walk away from everyone, going to my car. Calling Jake back. "Sorry to bother you, Chris," Jake says. "What's wrong?" I ask, knowing he wouldn't call unless something was wrong. "This girl having a birthday party up here is causing hell." "How?" I ask, taking a deep breath. "Yelling at the staff and trying to go up to your room? If she is disturbing my guest, then make her leave. She says she is your girlfriend," Jake says, making me gag. "Get her out of my hotel," I grit. "Yes, sir." "And Jake? Chris?" Jake says, making me laugh. "Mr. Preston said to leave. Don't worry about trying to be quiet about it." "Yes, sir," Jake answers, then hangs up. Walking to the backyard, Jess looks at me, but I just smile. Not even 10 minutes go by and Liz starts to laugh, showing Rachel a video.
"Mr. Preston just kicked her ass out of his hotel for being disrespectful to his guest,"
Liz says, making Jess laugh.
"Serves her right. Maybe he isn't that bad after all."
Rachel says, making me stop dead in my tracks.
"What's wrong with Preston?"
Jessica asks, making me shake my head at her, but she only smiles, looking back at Rachel.
"I never said there was anything wrong with him."
Rachel answers.
"You don't seem to like him, though,"
she says, and I do my best not to show emotions to what my sister said.
"For one, I don't know him,"
Rachel says, then goes under the water. Walking away, I try not to seem upset, but I am failing at it. What if she doesn't have the same feelings as me? What if she starts to hate me when she finds out? Going into autopilot for the rest of the afternoon, I zone everything out. We get the deck finished and start on the lights. "Chris, come eat, son," Mark says, making me look up to see everyone else has went inside. I have no clue how long I have been alone, but don't mind. I'm not hungry, I tell him, and turn back to the lights. Sitting on the deck, Mark asks, "What is wrong?" "Nothing," I say, but think back to all the ways Rachel has reacted to questions about Preston, or me. "She likes you," Mark says. "She doesn't know me," I tell him, "because you won't let her." He tells me, "She would hate me more if she knew me more." I whisper, "She is getting annoyed at Josh and Jessica, not you," he says, making me turn to him. "They keep asking questions about Preston, but she already likes someone," Mark says. "Someone she doesn't know," I tell him, walking over to sit down. They're only trying to prove a point. They're just going about it the wrong way, Mark says, and I look at him confused. Pointing to my neck, he says, "Christopher Preston." I move away from him as he adds, "I won't tell her, man." Lowering my head, I want to cry for some stupid reason. We sit in silence for a while. I have no clue what to say. "You have never liked anyone, have you?" Mark asks. I don't answer, I just shake my head. "I can see in the way you look at her that you like her," he adds with a smile. "I do," I whisper. "Then, can you do me a favor?" he asks. Not sure what to say, I just look at him. So he continues, "Trust her and stop hiding." "I'm not hiding, sir. I start, but he cuts me off. "You want real, and trust me, I get that. I do. And I do understand why you are scared. I promise you, she doesn't care, and neither do we. We aren't asking for anything. We don't want anything. Hell, son, you just spent the day sweating your ass off helping build a deck for the girls, when I'm guessing you probably could have just paid a team to come do it in like an hour." I just look at him, making him laugh. "Chris, you wouldn't be scared to tell her if you were normal status like us. That story I told you in the car, can you not tell her?" I ask. Mark looks out in the yard. I'm guessing it's more to the part of the story that you are just as innocent as she is that you don't want her to know. But it's not my story to tell, Chris. You will tell her when you are ready. With Rachel, though, you won't keep that secret for long," he says, then points to my neck. "She will figure it out. All that Chinese crap she has been looking at, I figure, is to try and figure out what it says. Saying that, though, I don't think she would say anything until you tell her yourself," Mark adds. "Why?" I ask, not really sure. "That's Rachel for you, son," he says with a smile. We sat in silence for a few minutes before we hear the door open, making us look up to see Rachel standing there, making me smile. Standing, Mark pats my shoulder. "Good luck getting your jacket back," he says with a laugh as Rachel walks up on the deck with my jacket on. Mark walks back inside, leaving us alone. Taking a closer look at Rachel, at least what I can see with the back door light, it looks like she only has on my jacket. She walks up, standing between my legs, so I lean up, putting my hands on the back of her knees. Looking up at her, I fight the urge to look up the jacket. "What do you have under my jacket, baby girl?" I ask with a smile.
"Why don't you find out?"
she says, and fuck, I'm turned on so fast. Standing up slowly, I run my hands up her legs, making her breathing get faster. As hard as it is to make sure I keep my hands on the outside of my jacket, running my hands up her sides as I stand all the way up. Rachel's eyes are locked on mine. Still moving my hands up along her sides, then the side of her breast, making her breathing catch. Tracing the neckline of the jacket, I stop at the zipper. Leaning in closer, I kiss her ear as I slowly lower the zipper about halfway down. I continue down her neck, making her gasp as I kiss her collarbone. I already know by the strap around her neck she has her swimsuit on, but still, damn, I'm so hard at the moment, I don't want to stop. Feeling her hands move up my sides, I smile as I kiss her neck again. Just as I'm about to move my hands to the inside of my jacket, "Hey! Dinner is ready!" Turning my head to look at the door, I see Josh. I don't say anything, I just look at him, making him smile. "Don't look at me that way," he laughs. Turning back to Rachel, I whisper, "He is annoying." She looks down at my jeans and fuck, I know even in this lighting, she can see how hard I am for her. With a smile, she leans in, brushing against my hard dick, making me gasp.
I would say try living with him, but you do.
She laughs and zips the jacket back up. Breathing deep, I know there is no way in hell I'm going in the house like this. But no matter what I try to think of, I can't get this hard-on to go away. "Chris, you coming?" Josh laughs. "Fuck no," I grit. "I meant for dinner." He laughs, so I flip him off. Looking over at the door, I see Rachel is standing next to her brother. Looking her up and down, I get harder. Is that shit even possible? Patting my pockets to make sure I have nothing in them, I kick off my shoes.
What is he doing?
Rachel asks, just before I fall into the pool. Fuck, this water is cold, but sure as hell does the trick. As I come up, I see Josh standing on the deck with the towel. Climbing out, I grab the towel and grit, "You couldn't wait 5 more fucking minutes?" Making him laugh. As he walks back inside, I follow him, now freezing my ass off, being wet and the AC on in the house. Walking in the kitchen, Stacy gasps.
"What happened to you?"
Shivering, I turn to Josh, who is laughing. "He took a dip in the pool," he laughs, to his mom.
"Why would you do that?"
Jess asks. "Go ahead and go change, son," Mark says, as I give Josh a go-to-hell look. Walking out of the kitchen, I hear Rachel.
"You're so mean."
"I didn't touch him," Josh laughs, as I walk in the bathroom with my bag. Sitting at the table, Josh leans over to me and whispers, "I wish I would have thought of that when I needed a fast way out of that situation," making me laugh. After we eat, me, Josh, and Mark go to the living room to watch TV and have a beer, while the girls stay in the kitchen. After 2 beers, I say no more, because I do drink, but not much. I have never been drunk or even buzzed, and never plan to be. When the girls walk in the living room, Jess asks,
"So, can I have the keys back to go home?"
I just look at her. Hell no, she can't have my keys. Looking at Josh, I laugh. Your idea, I guess. Let her use your car.
"Really, Chris? I won't hurt your damn car."
She bitches at me. I'm not worried about you hurting the car. I can fix that. Or replace it. I'm worried about you getting hurt in my car. I say to her, honestly. Grabbing my phone off the table, I call Jake.
Oye, hombre, Jess necesita un viaje a casa. ¿Pueden usted y Max venir para que pueda recuperar mi auto?
Hey man, Jess needs a ride home. Can you and Max come over so he can take my car back? I asked Jake.
Claro, jefe de cosas, eres tú en la casa de Rachel.
Sure thing, boss. Are you at Rachel's house? He asked me. Yes, I say, and hang up. Rachel walks over and sits next to me as she says,
"I have to learn Spanish,"
making me laugh. I know more than just 2 languages. I laugh at her while putting my arm around her shoulders. Rachel laughs as she cuddles up into my side. We sit watching TV until Jake gets to the house with Max. Getting up, Rachel walks out to the car with me.
"Why don't you like Jess driving your car?"
Rachel asks as I give the keys to Max. Because she sucks at driving? I laugh. She looks at Max, who laughs. I agree with him there. She has wrecked a few times in cars with a hell of a lot less power than this one. Max says, "How did she get my car in the first place?" I ask, making Max look stressed. Looking at Rachel, he says,
Yo no estaba en el trabajo, señor. No sabía que ella tenía el código.
I wasn't at work, sir. I didn't know she had the code. Max tells me.
Me ocuparé de ello mañana.
I will deal with it tomorrow. As he gets in the car, Rachel grabs my arm and asks,
Can I drive your car?
Kissing the top of her head, I answer, I can teach you if you want, but this car isn't automatic, baby.
Cool,
She says with a smile, then kisses my shoulder, making Max laugh. Walking back inside, I sit down on the couch as Josh asks, Sis, do you plan to change out of your bathing suit? So she looks down at my jacket. Rachel looks up with a pouty face, so I lean down, whispering in her ear, I like it, making her smile.
Mom, do I have to change?
She asks Stacy.
Why don't you take a shower, baby?
Stacy says. Getting mad, she gets up and whispers,
Ass.
to Josh. As she walks by, Josh turns to me. I agree with her, I whisper. I bet, he says, rolling his eyes. As Rachel walks in the bathroom with only her bikini on, I can't stop looking at her until Josh laughs, then whispers, Need another dip in the pool? Turning to Josh, I flip him off. Losing track of time, I just watch the bathroom door, knowing she is in there naked. No matter how long you stare, man, you won't see through the door. I hear. I can hope. I whisper. Then hearing laughing, I look up to see Mark is looking at me. Shit, sorry, I say, really embarrassed. Grabbing my phone, I look down at it, making Josh laugh. We are going to bed, Mark says, as Stacy stands with him. Me too, Josh says, as Rachel comes out of the bathroom.
Wait, you wanted me to change before you went to bed?
She fusses at her brother. He says something in her ear that I can't hear, making her sigh. Pulling out the pillow and blanket, I lay down. She walks in the room to get her phone, so I ask, What did your brother say? Getting a laugh, she says,
That I tortured you enough today?
I laugh as I lay down. Looking down, almost like she is pouting, she walks to her room. Feeling sad myself, I cover up and turn the TV on to find something to watch. After around an hour, I start to doze off. I'm so tired after today. Feeling the blanket being lifted, I open my eyes to see Rachel standing by the couch. I roll on my side to make room for her. Smiling, she lays down, cuddling up next to me. So I wrap my arms around her. Kissing her neck, Rachel moves closer to me as she moans. I use my hand to push her hair off her neck and kiss her ear as I whisper, Can I touch you? Putting her hand on mine, she moves our hands up to her breast. I moan, as I start to rub her already hard nipples.
You like that, don't you?
She whispers. What, touching you? I whisper into her ear, then nibbling on it. She doesn't say anything, she just nods, so I ask, Do you like when I touch you? As I move my hand down to her stomach. Putting my hand under her tank top, I move my hand back to her bare breast.
Yes.
She pants out. Fuck, baby. I whisper into her ear, then kiss her again. She starts to rub her legs together, making me chuckle. What's wrong, baby? I ask, really wanting to know. She starts to whine, but then asks,
What is it like to be kissed?
I freeze. Did she just ask that? Fuck, I don't know. I have never kissed a girl. Leaning up on my arm, I roll Rachel on her back. Looking confused and hurt, she just looks at me. I smile, then ask, Have you never been kissed, baby girl? Rachel keeps looking from my eyes to my lips. Good, I whisper, as I lean down and pray I don't fuck this up. As I kiss her, fuck, this is so nice. As I kiss her again and again. As I kiss her, I feel her tongue on my lips, so I gladly open my mouth to her. I start to play with her amazing chest, making her moan into our kiss. Not long after, she starts to rub her legs together again. Why is she doing that? Shifting my weight, I push my leg between hers, never stopping our kiss. What's wrong, baby girl? I ask her between kisses. She doesn't answer, but starts to rub on my leg. With a huge smile, I roll so I am on top of her, pushing my other leg between hers and pushing my arms under her back. Grinding my hips into her, I lose my mind. Fuck, this is amazing. We both moan into the kiss at the connection. Fuck, I see why you wanted the friction, baby. This is great, I say, making her smile. By the way, to your question, it feels great to be kissed, I add, but she looks sad. Looking confused, I ask, what's wrong, baby girl? She wraps her arms around me, pulling close to me, so I lower closer to the couch so she doesn't have to hold herself up. She whispers in my ear,
Because I don't want to think of another girl kissing you.
I stop moving and lean up to look at her. Baby, you are the only girl I've ever kissed. That is why I couldn't answer you. I tell her honestly. I kiss her neck, making her moan, and I start to rock my hips into her again. I enjoy this so much that I come in my shorts.